Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others, do something nice for somebody you don't even know, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word.
They're talking about possibly, it's just conversation about, in the NBA getting rid of like conferences and stuff, like the divisions, and just have the top 16 teams or however many teams, you would have make the playoffs. I would love that. Like, because a lot of reason they do like the divisions and all that stuff is for like rivalries and like all that kind of, because if you notice, like it's switched some, but for the most part, like the divisions, you'll have like teams that are like kind of near each other. But you should just do away with that. You should just have the best records, like the top 20 or top 16 or whatever, because right now it's the top 8 or whatever, but just have the top whatever records. Throw the conferences out and just the top records make the playoffs. Because then you'll have better matchups, you know what I'm saying? Because then you don't have to worry about, because Michelle was even asking me that. She was referring to football, though, when she was saying, like, because we were talking about the Super Bowl. I think it was last year, and she was saying she said she'd want to see, like, a Buffalo Bills and a Kansas City matchup. But I was like, that can't happen, though, because they're both AFC teams. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but I think it should happen, because if those are the two best teams in the league, they should be able to play each other. You know what I mean? And just like, and then with records too, like you'll be having some teams, like as far as the NBA, I'm just going back to the NBA, like you'll have a team with like a 500 record or a losing record making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in the Eastern Division or whatever, Eastern Conference, which is weaker. Whereas if they're in the Western Conference, there's no way they'd be in the playoffs with that record. I think you should, you know what I mean? Because then you can have all kinds of different matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to be able to see, like, two Western Conference teams be able to play each other in the finals. You know what I mean? That would be better. It would be better. The playoffs would be better because you'd have, like, better matchups instead of just East playing East and West. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would like to see that. Because then, I would love to see that. I think they could implement that this season, too. Anyone NBA listening or anyone that has any, a plug to the people or whatever, the executive peeps or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure I ain't the first person that's thought about this, but obviously, there's people that know this stuff and are smarter than me that in that NBA world that do schedules and you know what I mean. But yeah, I just read it's a real report too. They're like at least talking about it. But I think they could do it this season. We're only a few weeks into about 12, 13 games into this, about 15 or 16 games into the season, something like that. You could totally do that shit right now. Totally do that. You could have everyone keep their same schedule. You ain't got to change no schedule or nothing like that. Boom. It's just top record. You could I think 85% of the players would be cool with that. Would be cool with that. Because if you're a team, especially if you're a team in the West right now, and you're looking at at the end of the season, you'll have a team that's in the West. And I know they'll be looking at their record like, damn, man, if we were in the East, we'd be like a 4 seed. But since we're in the West, we're like a 9 seed and not making the playoffs. or just sneaking, and then you get rid of that playing stuff. That ain't. I mean, it makes for the games like them little single games can end up being exciting and stuff, but overall, it's too much. In this tournament, this NBA Cup, it's too much. They're trying to kind of have it be like March Madness-y and all that kind of stuff. I think that's part of the reason their numbers are going down. Like, they need to just get rid of that shit, man. Get rid of it. And just have top records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't, because at the end of the day, it's just a regular season game, really. And then you can tell they're trying to, it's really about marketing, because you can, they do the courts, they make the courts all elaborate and all super colorful and stuff. They're trying to make it seem like March Madness, kind of. You know what I mean? But, they should do away with that. They could implement that top 16 playoffs throughout the divisions and the conferences and all that. It's just top 16 teams make the playoffs, and y'all just figure out tiebreakers and all that kind of stuff. The smart people that do all that, y'all can figure that out pretty quickly, I'm sure. Make that happen, man. Make that happen. You make that happen and announce that. Yeah. Smoking a cigarette. Sorry, y'all. Home from work. I had a delivery day, and I loaded me some trucks and just straightening out stuff at the place. Yeah, so I'm home now. It's about, it's 12:01. 12:01. I've been home for about an hour, though, now, but yeah. And, just getting content together, just hollering at y'all. Getting ready for the weekend, gonna chill, watch some NBA tonight, and some more football Sunday. And then we got a game next Friday, Black Friday, there's a football game. Yeah, so, all right, y'all. Peace. Back to the episode.
Shout out my nephew Nathan for making his high school basketball team. He's a freshman where he goes to high school at, and he made the team. My brother just hit me up and let me know he made the team. Congratulations, Nathan. And make sure we're going to come to see some of them games for sure, no doubt about it. Nice. That made me reminisce and think back to when I played high school basketball. I only played a couple years, though, because I just wasn't taking it serious. Like freshman year, I took it serious. Sophomore year, I took it serious. But my junior year is kind of when I started going downhill. As far as my grades and stuff like that, I started. I literally remember me and my girlfriend arguing in the hallway. Because it was during tryouts, too, for basketball. And I remember me and my girlfriend arguing in the hallway. And I remember the coach walking down the hallway. I don't remember where he was going, but I remember him passing us. And I was like, oh, that's not good. In my head, he didn't say anything or nothing. I'm sure he made a mental note of it, because I'm almost certain that was the majority of the reason why he cut me, didn't put me on the team. He was like, dude, it's going to be an issue. I understand it, because it wasn't for anything else, because I had A-level talent. As far as for the school, as far as making the team and being on the team and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think dude saw that I was going to be an issue. So he was like, nah. Because I remember my freshman year at Nicolay. Shout out Nicolay. But I remember my freshman year because we had A and B team at Nicolay. Freshman year, it was A team and B team. Obviously, the better players went to the A team. And the shittier players, or whatever, went to the B team. So I was on the A team. You know what I'm saying? And, that was that, and that was fun. It just made me reminisce when my brother told me Nathan's on the team. Just made me reminisce. I was like, dang, I remember when I first started high school and made the team and was playing. But yeah, we had A and B team. I was on the A team. And then sophomore year, what was that? Yeah, JV. I made the team. I played and all that stuff too. I'll never forget that. We going out to Grafton and Germantown, Cedarburg. That's who we played. Went out back in my day. It was a North Shore Conference. We played Whitefish Bay, Shorewood. We used to demolish Shorewood all the time. But they had a nice little court, like their floor, like their gym. They got a new gym and all that stuff by now, so I'm saying. But like back in the 90s, like they had like their gym. It was real old, but I remember the floor. I liked the floor. But yeah, we played Shorewood. Who else was in our conference? It was Shorewood, Whitefish Bay, Cedarburg, Grafton, Germantown, Port Washington, and who else? I think that was it. It was, just, the North Shore schools, and we used to play. I remember we used to have to take the bus out to, like, Grafton and Port Washington and stuff like that. And that was like, the first time, like, that I went out that far. You know what I'm saying? As I grew up in the city of Milwaukee, so, like, going way out there, those were, like, some of my first times traveling out that far. Because truly, to be honest, too, like, Glendale really was the furthest that I went out. Like, before high school started, I was just pretty much in the city. No matter what it was I was doing, you know what I mean? Like, I was in the city, so I really didn't start venturing out until high school started. So, yeah, but, shout out Nathan, though. He made the little basketball team.
David, what the fuck you doing here, man? Oh, goddamn, you on that big bop shit still? Man, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? This hip-hop motherfucker. Hell, man, said you gonna let me get on something, man. Get on this work right here. Man, come on, dog. Hold up, man. I'm right in the middle of this mother. Come on, David, boy. You can let me get one of them. All right, man, just... What, you got some beer? Hell yeah, I got some beer. Got some weed? Hell yeah, got some weed right there. Check it out. It's Weed Skinner, man. I'm high like an eagle and like the Steve Miller Band, I'm a smoker. A midnight toker. Get the Adidas box top under the sofa with the Joker. Roll up. Big old fat square like his hair. Smell like a pumpkin. I bet your weed ain't better than mine. Oh, that's bullshit. Take heed of my weed, man. All you need is a little bit. Oh, shit. Hell, man, I took a couple of bulls. Here, take two of my Budweisers. Give me two of your bulls. Man, give you two of your...
Before we get the episode going, I just want to say enjoy your weekend, y'all. Stay safe, and we'll holler at everyone soon. This episode will be about 45 minutes to an hour or something like that. Peace, y'all. Enjoy.
Smoking this weed again. I had one sweet left. I broke it down and rolled two and sold them hoes and sold a 3 for 10. I spend my cash and time on grass and wine. You ask for my opinion, I say it don't make a lot of hoes hope you choke and stay broke. I smoke.
I know they plotting on me, so I keep it on my waist. And I'ma keep grinding till there's nothing left to make. I'm just trapping for this paper. I'm just trapping for this paper. Niggas making it spend it. Bagging rapping and send it. If I don't get it all, then I need a heavy percentage. You worry about your image, I'm worried again. Sentence on weed while I'm way out of Venice. I call it fitness. Couple niggas I can salute, but not mention. You know how it is when you need loot. You got a brick night, but you need sleep. Your homies in your ear like feed me, but he could feed himself, so you feel he's being greedy.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Cold World's podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode, videos, clips, and music. Be kind to others, do something nice for somebody you don't even know, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and true to yourself. Have a blessed day.
Peace, y'all. And if you like what you're listening to, spread the word. I wonder if the white community is going to be up in arms. They done killed one of y'all. Some white-on-white crime here. The police done killed a white fella. And I ain't trying to make fun of it either. I just saw this on my feed. And, because I be getting updates from this one thing. And, so I got this update. And, I got audio too. So this is this out of Austin, Texas? Yep, Austin, Texas. So Austin police shot and killed armed Zachary Labrie, who carjacked 2 vehicles. Oh, shit. White boy carjacking. Yep, they called him a thug, too, an armed thug. Let's see, Austin, Texas. Austin police released new video on Wednesday of what led up to 2 officers shooting and killing a suspect in northwest Austin last week. They said it started Thursday, November 7th, when the suspect, 27-year-old Zachary Labrie, was seen speeding and swerving. Excuse me. He was seen speeding and swerving through traffic on State Highway 71 near B Cave around 3:11 a.m. Police said they tried to stop him, but he took off and officers ended the chase. Around 3:38 a.m., they say he showed up at the MAA Canyon Creek Apartments off Ranch Road 620. A Ring doorbell camera shows him exiting an orange Ford Rancher truck, yep, they love elves, wearing a mask and carrying a shotgun, yep, they love those too, before kicking in the door. That was the anger, them kicking in the door. A few minutes later, he left and drove off. I bet when he was a kid, he was probably slamming doors and shit all the time in his house. His parents probably driving his parents nuts. Around 4:42 a.m., they said that he went to a nearby Starbucks and carjacked a woman who was sitting in her car before fleeing the scene. The lady was just in her car trying to enjoy her Starbucks, $75 a cup, as the great Paul Mooney would say. Then at 6:27 a.m., she should have stayed at home and made some coffee herself. I'm just playing, but stay home and make your coffee. You don't need to be going to Starbucks every damn day. But man, that's fucked up though, man. You can't even. That's the thing. You can't even sit in your car nowadays and just enjoy a coffee, or look at your phone, or just you can't, or enjoy your lunch because you got to worry about some idiot coming and robbing you and shit. So I'm not trying to make fun of it. Just So around 4:42 a.m., they say that he went to a nearby Starbucks and carjacked a woman who was sitting in her car before fleeing the scene. Then at 6:27 a.m., a man called 911, reporting he had been carjacked at a nearby HEB. Police found the first stolen vehicle unoccupied in the HEB parking lot. I got some audio. I'm going to just play the audio, y'all. It's 1 minute and 35 seconds.
For alleged.
We're learning more about the shooting death of a man accused in a series of carjackings last week.
The suspect in this case, Zachary Labrie,
Oh, he ain't even locked up?
Or
Or he's probably about to
and as
rob
KVU's
somebody
Daniel
else.
Perot reports, he was arrested and in jail days before the
That's
incident,
crazy as
but
hell.
bonded out.
As Zachary Labrie went on a rampage that ended with Austin police shooting and killing him, there are growing questions about why he was not behind bars.
This could have been preventable.
Austin Police Association President Michael Bullock says Labrie should not have been out on bond.
And it's disappointing to see that we have a revolving door of people committing crime, violent crime, and then getting out.
Since this summer, police have arrested Labrie multiple times on felony charges. In July, Austin police arrested him for allegedly strangling and punching his ex-girlfriend. Shortly after, he bonded out with a $30,000 bond.
There's no incentive for people to not engage in this behavior because they're held to very little account when they do commit the crime.
Then on October 11th, Austin police busted him for allegedly manufacturing and distributing meth and illegally having weapons as a convicted felon. On October 25th, prosecutors got a judge to increase his bond on the earlier case since the arrest violated his bail conditions. Lavery bonded out of the Travis County Jail for $20,000 on October 29th, 9 days before the deadly interaction with police.
This is a regular occurrence, and it's what frustrates officers so much when they are trying to keep our city safe.
As a new legislative session nears, state lawmakers are looking to change how the bail system works.
And as KVU's Daniel Perot reports, he was arrested and in jail days before the incident, but bonded out.
Dang. Yep, so that's going down there in Austin, Texas, y'all. Yep.
Where do I start?
Jadakiss right here.
Let's see what we want here.
Let me see where I start at. Hood cats a part of where it started at. No doubt. We hustle hard to keep the sharks fed. For the score, go to war like a jarhead. Attack! New York, New York, New York, New York.
You play like a minute.
With my first hello. Got a lot of heart. Best part is I'm clever too. Hand skills, hard work, gunplay, whatever do. Ecstasy, oxy, biking in powder, Ari, haze, diesel, sour, dust juice, Lucy's, turbans, koofies, handguns is petite. The shotties is doofy. Telling them it's not nice. A lot of niggas got life. Everything is good in my bank except cock dice.
Okay, so I'm confused because I'm looking up, right? Because you know how we were talking about, even during the campaign, we were talking about how, like, the one area, well, me and Michelle feel like the one area that Kamala may have messed up at is she, like, kept speaking to the middle class. And I get that, like, because roughly about half the country is considered middle class, right? Even though, because I looked the stats up, I went to the Googles. The middle class is like over the last like 15, 20 years, I believe, like the percentage of people that are considered middle class, that's going down, which means those people are falling lower towards being poor. You know what I'm saying? Or, falling down, towards that way. So then, because I looked it up too, so I looked all the classes. I remember because I was saying like, the one area Kamala should have did better at or could have did better at is just spoke to the poor more. Because candidates, they just don't do it. None of them do. Well, white Republican candidates, they're not going to speak to the poor. They don't care about the poor at all. Not one bit. And Democrats, they do, but they're scared to talk about it because they don't want to run white voters away. That's why Kamala couldn't say what she was going to do for black people. When she first came out, when she first started running and took over, she couldn't take. She was just talking about middle class. She didn't want to separate from Joe Biden and stuff because she didn't want to alienate his voters. And then, like, when black people were like, yo, like, you need to speak to us, like, hey, like, nothing's going on first. And then she was finally, like, came out with something specific for black people. And some black people still had a problem with that. Oh, it was too late. Why should... Like, we need to be able to read between the lines sometimes and just analyze and see what's going on and just understand, like, oh, she can't do that because this is going on. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? When the country is mostly white voters, they're deciding these elections. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I always say, no matter what state you look up, if you look and see whatever state that is, who the majority of the voter is in that state is going to be white people, more times than not. Even if it's not that big of a difference in the percentage, they're still going to be the majority. You know what I mean? But I looked up the percentage because I wanted to see, okay, so if 50% of the country is considered middle class, here in the United States I'm talking about, and then I looked up the percentage of poor. So it says, hold up, I looked this up. So the working class in the United States is made up of people with a variety of jobs and incomes, but is often characterized by low pay, limited skills, and physical labor. I want to look up and see what percentage. See. Let's see. So according to the latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau, around 11.5% of the United States population is considered poor, meaning approximately 37.9 million people lived below the poverty line. In reality, because there's a lot of people in this country, that's a lot of people that are poor. Because you got to keep in mind, like that 37.9 million, you got to consider that probably affects, it obviously affects like their family members. Because you got to consider if you have mom that's taking the, because obviously these are polls and they take, get stats and all that kind of stuff just from people's work, and there's people that do that. So if it's mom's like the head of the household and she's doing this survey or this, or whatever, however they get this information, they're not taking into account, I'm saying the people that are doing the analysis, they're not taking into account that she has 2 kids, or vice versa. Dad, he has 2 kids, you know what I mean? So that's 3 people that are being affected by it, not just one. You know what I'm saying? So those numbers are actually bigger. But see, it says 11.5% of the United States population is considered poor. Okay, so I looked up the percentage of the country that's considered middle class, and it's 50%. Okay, so we're at, between poor and middle class, we're at 61.5% right now, right? And then I looked up the percentage of the country that is considered rich, and that came out to 2%. Okay, so we're at 63.5%. So let's just call it 65% just to round off, right? So where's the other 35%? Are those people not working? Did they not get asked? Are those, like, what is that? Because there's another third, because you're in one of those areas. You're either poor, middle class, or you're rich. Unless there's another class after rich. But either way, if you're rich, on up. If you know what I'm saying, if you're rich, you're not hurting for nothing really, unless you're just stupid, horrible with money. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of those people, like, they're fine. They're not hurting for nothing. They're not worried about gas. I mean, gas is low anyways. Here in Wisconsin it is, at least, and I get gas a lot because I do delivery work and stuff like that a couple days a week. I got to do a route and drive around. So I'm pumping gas in the car. It's cheap. So if anyone would know, it's someone like me. But yeah. Yep, it says, according to the latest, I know I just said this, but according to the latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau, around 11.5% of the United States population is considered poor, meaning approximately 37.9 million people live below the poverty line. That's crazy. And these numbers are from 2022. And keep in mind, like we were saying, like those numbers ain't really that far away, that far off. Because if you're poor, you're living, at the poverty line or below, you ain't getting out of that in no 2-year period. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of that takes a few minutes. Yeah. So 11. Yeah. So where's the other, you know what I'm saying? What's that other, about 35%? Are those people not working? Or are those like the super rich? I got NPR on too. But yeah, but that's, you know what I'm saying? And when are they going to raise the minimum wage? When are they going to raise the minimum wage? Well, rich people don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? Because that would be bad for like restaurants and stuff like the restaurant owners. They don't want to see minimum wage go up. I always thought that was interesting, though. So what is the other 35%? Unless I'm missing something, y'all. Unless I am missing something. All right, back to the episode. I'm going to keep doing some digging. But you know what I mean? That 37.9 million, that's a lot of people. But, like, considering all the people in this country, one might be like, well, that's not a lot of people. But it is, because there's a ripple effect, you know, on, like, the family members and shit like that. Sorry, on stuff like that. All right, y'all. I'm going to continue doing some digging, though. Because you know what I'm saying, though? So if the middle class is 50% and 11.5% is considered poor and 2% is considered rich, where's the other? There has to be another category. I just don't feel like looking that up right now. So there has to be more categories of like richness. It's probably like rich, wealthy, like built, like there has to be. I'm going to look that up, though. All right, y'all. This is some Cannonball Adderley. This is called Work Song. This is off the Cannonball Adderley Soul Motion album. Yep, check that out, y'all. A little jazz. It's Friday, you know what I'm saying? I like to, when I get home from work on Fridays, I like to chill and, like, put on some jazz, some relaxing stuff. You know what I mean? I might even throw on, like, little cooking shows, make me some food, relax, you know what I'm saying, and probably take a shower or whatever, and then just chill, take a little nap, get up, and then go get Michelle. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to let this jazz play for a minute, though. But you know what I'm saying? That is crazy. But my point was, though, you got to have a candidate. Democrats, you got to have, our next candidate, even if it's Kamala again, you have to speak to the poor this time. You have to. Fuck it. Republicans say whatever the hell they want. And you ain't doing nothing wrong, but you have to speak to poor people. Oh, excuse me. Because that's the only way we're going to, like, truly support. Like, that's the only thing that you're going to get all of us to come together for. You have to speak to the poor. Because let's just face it, there's a lot of black and brown people that are poor. It just is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's why I was saying, there has to be, or they should create a stat or a category for, because there's a class between poor and middle class. There definitely is. This is Miles Davis. Smoke gets in your eyes. I'm going to let this play for about maybe a minute, okay? And thanks for listening, y'all. We really appreciate it. And we hope life's treating y'all well. About to have me a little coffee, have me a cigarette. A little Newport 100. Oh, real quick, like, I know smoking's a nasty habit. We're all stressed about something, so. But, if I am going to smoke cigarettes, like, I at least want to taste it. I could never understand, and I know we all have different taste buds, but I could never understand, like, why people like non-menthol tobacco. You can't taste it, and it dries your mouth out. But, hey, that's a stereotype that's actually, I feel, is real. Most white people smoke non-menthol, and most black and brown people smoke menthol. Because we like flavor, and that carries over even into food. Black and brown people, we like seasoning on our food. A lot of white people, they don't like a lot of seasoning. They just want just a dash. Because I even noticed that, and I love the hell out of Michelle, but she uses like hot sauce and stuff a little more, and she is like trying to like put a little more, spiciness into her food game or whatever. But generally she doesn't like a lot of like spices in her stuff. So, like, we'll be watching, like, certain cooking shows, and it might be, like, a Mexican cooking show. It might be, like, Rick Bayless or, like, Patty's. Is that Patty's Mexican Table? I think it is. She's not actually Mexican either, though. But we'll be watching that, and then, like, they'll be putting, like, salt in whatever they're making or, like, with spices or whatever, and she'll be like, holy cow. So it'll be funny, and in my mind, I'll be like, baby, that ain't even a lot of salt dudes putting up in there. But, you know, it's funny, though. But anyways, yeah. All right, y'all. Peace. Let this Miles Davis roll out for a minute. Enjoy the weekend, y'all. Enjoy the weekend. Like I said, we got the calm before the storm. We got a few days here before, like, the Thanksgiving stuff starts kicking off. Like Tuesday of next week or whatever. It's probably when people start moving around, if they're, like, traveling and stuff. So just be safe. Enjoy. Try not to talk politics. It's over with. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace. That is crazy, too, if you think about it. As I was watching the CBS 58 News here in Milwaukee, we watch them and Channel 12, WISM. We watch those two the majority of the time. We don't watch Fox. Don't watch Channel 4, really. Don't know why. We just don't really watch 4. We just don't. But Fox, we intentionally don't watch Fox because they're Republican-y. But anyways, I was watching the news, right, on CBS 58, and I was just, I don't know why my mind went there, but like I was watching that Drew Burgoyne, right, he's like an anchor. He was just doing the news, nothing wrong or nothing, I'm not complaining. But then I was just thinking like about how, when I talk about how some white people, and I know I'm stereotyping this guy, I don't know him. But I was like, man, like, dude seems like he probably don't have nobody black in his circle. Everyone around him is probably white. Most of his co-workers are white. Just most of probably whatever he's done in his life from the time he was a child, he's probably been surrounded around white people. And I'm not, it's not a shot. I'm just saying, like, his world. And I'm stereotyping, but I think my assumptions are pretty safe to say, just from kind of how he acts and stuff. But anyways, and the only reason I'm using him as a reference is because he happened to be on the news. He happened to be the anchor when I was watching the news, and then all this stuff popped in my head. But anyways, I was thinking, so I was thinking that stuff, right? And then I was thinking, okay, if you were to stick him in a room full of black people, let's say, like a black event. I'm just trying to think of like an all-black event or where there's just like mostly black people. Okay, let's say Afrofest. That's not really a thing anymore, but like Afro World Fest used to be at the Summerfest grounds and stuff during the summer. You know, they got Italian Fest, Mexican Fiesta, all that's, like every culture has their own festival during the summer here down Summerfest grounds. But anyways, I was thinking to myself, okay, So let's say Drew Burgoyne was at Afrofest, and it was just him. Like, he was doing like a news story or a report or whatever, and like he was just there. Like, his assignment was to be at Afrofest just all day, right? I think he would be, and I'm stereotyping and I'm guessing, right? So it's my thoughts and my perceptions and all that, right? So someone like him, and so some people probably don't even know what I'm talking about. This guy, he's a white news anchor, right? He's like your typical white guy. Just looks like he's from the North Shore. You know what I'm saying? Just like squares, just super square, right? Just super duper square white guy, right? So just picture someone like that. So I was thinking, I'm like, if you were to put someone like him at like Afrofest, where it's just like all black people, I feel like someone like him or that type of white person would feel uncomfortable. They would feel slightly uncomfortable to extremely uncomfortable. Slightly uncomfortable to extremely uncomfortable in most situations. Like, I feel like they wouldn't really kind of know what to say or how to act, or like you could totally you would be able to see their uncomfortability. You would literally be able to see it to the point where you almost felt uncomfortable for them. You know what I'm saying? And part of that, a lot of that goes into they just, like, if you have someone like that and they don't have any, I just call it the black experience, and they're in a situation like that, they don't know what to say or to do. How do they strike up a conversation? They're not interested in anything that we like or do. They don't listen to our music. They don't watch our TV shows. They're not watching our movies. They're not listening to our podcasts. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They don't have any real black friends. They don't have any black people in their life, in circle. Most of the people they work with are white. Most of the places they go, like just wherever, from the grocery store to the movie theater, it's white people. All the things they do, the music, the TV show, just all of it, everything is white. You know what I'm saying? Versus, and I'm using, like Derrick Rose, he works for Channel 12. He's a black news anchor. Shout out Derrick Rose. Someone like him, let's say you put him, let's say you send him, let's reverse the roles, and let's say you send a black anchor to a white event that we would consider a white event. Let's say to like a Harley Davidson. As a matter of fact, you know what? As a matter of fact, that actually happened. Derrick Rose, during the Harley Davidson has something going on here in Milwaukee. I think it was last summer or the summer before that. And he was the reporter there. Because I remember, too, watching the news report, I remember saying to myself, like, ooh, I wonder if he's uncomfortable. He didn't look uncomfortable to me. I'm sure he, you know what I'm saying, was having side conversations with Harley riders and just chopping it up. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure some of the people there were probably looking at him funny because he's black, but I don't think Derrick Rose had an issue with anybody at all. I don't think he was looking at people sideways. And part of that is because he's probably been, I'm going to assume, I don't know the guy's life story, but I'm going to assume he's been around enough white people, whether it's co-workers or school or just whatever, just, you know. So, which is going to naturally make him more comfortable because he's been in white spaces. He's had more white experiences. White people were probably his teachers, you know what I'm saying, and his employers. And I'm just saying, you know, for the most of us, it's like that. But I'm saying, like, it's going to be easier for someone like him to be in a space where there's mostly white people. He ain't thinking about, damn, I mean, you know, we do as black people. We think like, damn, I'm a bunch of white people. But it ain't like we're not all stressing out like, ooh, you know, I don't think he was all panicking. He was doing his job, and I'm sure he was pretty much relaxed. But whereas white people, they'll be more uncomfortable because they don't even know where to begin, even strike up a conversation. And then sometimes when they do try to engage, when they do try to strike up conversation, they do try to like you know what I'm saying, get involved. Sometimes they can like overstep and then to the point where they're like offending people. But yeah, you know, so just think about that. That, I mean, is that accurate? That has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for most white people. Most white people throughout their day don't have to experience black people. You can avoid us. You can totally avoid us. Unless you happen to, you know, go stop at a gas station or something like that where there might happen to be a black person working there or a brown person, or, you know, you go to a Mexican restaurant and you got to deal with that. But that's not going to be a thing anymore because you Trumpers are kicking all the brown people out the country, basically. At least that's what you want. You Trumpers, I'm saying you Trumpers. And you black and brown Trump supporters, that's what you guys voted for. And it's sad because it's crazy because you literally signed up for your own deportation. Think about that. That no matter how you feel about it, that's literally what you did. There's no getting around it. That is what the fuck you did. And that's why people, the 85 to 88% of us that were supporting Harris, we were sitting there trying to tell you guys, hey, what are you doing? You guys want to be renegades. It's 10% of y'all. What are you doing? They ain't messing with y'all. They don't give a shit about y'all. Hey, listen to us. And then it'll be some of y'all's family members telling y'all. That's just crazy to me. That's so crazy to me, man. But the mind is the hardest thing to change. It is the hardest thing to change. Because people are on sides, you know what I mean? So it's you can't. You can have all the evidence sitting there right in front of somebody's face and they'll find a way to just still like deny it or just still stick up for whoever they're, you know what I'm saying, they're supporting or whatever. That's just how shit is. And that is sad. That really truly is sad because you really can't get nowhere. You know what I mean? All right, I'm about to go pick Michelle up and we're going to come back, hang out for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and probably take a nap and then get up and watch some basketball and stuff tonight, and then find some movies and some stuff on YouTube to watch. I think Nomadic Introvert has a new episode today. Y'all go check Nomadic Introvert out on YouTube's. All right, peace, y'all. What, baby?
I need a cigarette.
El Cigaro?
Yeah, do we have more at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought some. And I say we do the Big Macs tonight.
Okay.
I bought everything.
Just oh, that guy's like a top.
Well, I bought patties already.
Right.
Made. We just got to press them down. Yeah,
we can use like the stainless steel pot.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'll withstand the heat kind of thing.
Yep. I got brioche buns. We have the ketchup and the mayonnaise mixture already in the.
Yeah.
And then I bought relish.
Okay.
We have cheese. I didn't get lettuce. Do we need the lettuce?
No.
And
Big Macs don't have tomatoes.
Exactly. I was thinking too, I'm like, wait, did I forget? I'm like, no, Big Macs ain't got tomatoes.
Did you get the Schweed burgers?
I got, no, they're, damn, what kind are they? I forgot the brand. They're good, though. They're good. I think there's 6 of them, I think, in there, too.
Because really, when we smash them, we're going to make, like, a double burger.
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, double-decker. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I told that to? Oh, I told Amy we were making Big Macs this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I didn't really eat that much of that. I did buy some 12-pack of donuts. They were looking good. They were talking to me.
Oh, I did have an Entenmann's chocolate. They had the chocolate with the cake filling or cake inside. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, these are my favorite donuts of all time.
Yeah, Michelle loves cake donuts. Matter of fact, there were a couple cake donuts in the in the dozen I bought. So, yeah, you'll be happy to know that there's chocolate. Michelle likes chocolate donuts. I don't like chocolate. I like vanilla donuts. I like jelly donuts. I like warming them up in the microwave or in the oven.
But not chocolate cake donuts, just chocolate frosted.
Right.
Plain cake donuts.
Yep.
That's my absolute favorite.
Absolute.
Second favorite is blueberry cake donuts.
Those are good too. And I'm not a blueberry fan really, but those are good. What else did I get? Damn, I should have got fries.
That's okay.
But I did get a bag of Doritos. We have
potatoes.
Yeah,
in
we could
the
cut.
fridge.
Yeah, slice them up into some fries.
So we could actually make them into fries.
Sounds even better, because then they'll have like the skin on it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
They'll be like Wendy's fries, but not deep fried. I mean, we could fry them, but I don't want to do all that.
Right, my stomach's talking to me.
I don't like that smell. In the apartment, I don't want it to smell like grease.
Mm-hmm.
You can never get it out.
Nope.
And find some what did I make when I made the shrimp.
Yeah. Oh, that was good too. That shrimp pasta stuff you made.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was good.
It stunk so bad.
That shit was it. It was nice.
Like I woke up at 3:00 in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, it smells gross in here.
Well, Diane, this is a pretty good offer here.
We got the Christmas music going. Just waiting for the commercial to go off. Turn the Christmas music back up. How long have they been playing the Christmas music now?
They started last week. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. We have it on in the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, there's a trolley right there. Like we in San Francisco. Or the streetcar, I mean. Heading down our street.
Oh, they're probably going to the brewery.
The brewery.
That is hard to say. That's like rural.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how long this taco truck's going to be here. They're going to probably be taking off soon. I would imagine. Just think, too, if you're a business, like if you're a restaurant owner or something like that, and you're like, need to hire people, like, why would you even hire anyone Latin right now?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, because, like, for a lot of reasons, like, what are they going to work for a week? Or, like, why would you even do? But I think a lot of them business owners are going to be quietly fighting against that shit because they know that's most of their workers. And they know these business owners, these guys that have been working these restaurants, these GMs, these owners that have been doing that for a while, they know them white boys ain't going to be coming there busting tables and shit like that. And they want to be the server or the bartender.
I wonder if job applications are going to change from are you a citizen to were you born in the United States?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because that's how you would know. Because you can be a citizen that just got their citizenship a year ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I guess I would ask, I mean, if that was a concern,
that's crazy.
I would ask if you were born here.
You know what's crazy, too? Like, I saw some Latin people when I pulled up. I was waiting for you to come out. Mm-hmm. I saw a few people look like they had just, like, did, like, some... You know, they be having them green, like, shirts on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm like, dang, like... It even has me looking at, like, dang, I wonder if they got anything to worry about. Or I wonder how they're feeling right now. Because you know people are looking at them.
Right.
Just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying for the good or the bad, like people are either like out of concern, like damn, I wonder if they got stuff to worry about, or I wonder if people are, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're somebody that don't want them here and you're like a Karen or something. We played a clip where that Karen was talking about Paco and them got there too early because they go there to work and they must have got there a little early, you know what I'm saying? On time. If they started like 7, they might have pulled up at like 6:40, 6:50, because you want to be there. You don't want, that's being on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you work at 7, You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to get there at 6:45? Why would you want to get there right at 7? I mean, you literally got to start working right away.
Today.
And she called it. She said she was going to call immigration on them. She said, you guys are here too early. I told you about this the other day. And, yeah, it's on the clip. It was a white lady. She said, I told you guys about this the other day. You're here too early. You don't start work yet. And then she asked them for their papers and shit. And then she said she said, I might call immigration on you. And the Latin dude was being like cool, calm, and collected and stuff. And
do you have your wallet?
Oh, I don't. What were you saying, baby?
Today, I had an issue with somebody who went and got their hair cut and didn't clock out.
Oh,
went for a hair appointment.
Oh, they were trying to work for free? I mean, be on the clock for free?
And on top of it, she isn't doing her job.
She thought she could get her hair cut and get paid at the same time. She did that on purpose. It was a white lady, I'm assuming. She thought she was doing her white privilege. Michelle, check that in. I will tell you what happened.
Everybody was on my list today. I had to let somebody else up.
Oh, shit. You bringing that iron fist out on them today, baby?
Well, just this deer in the headlights look,
right,
and I'm like, I'm being serious.
Michelle was snapping on people. I'm going to get the down low. All right, y'all. Peace. Thanks for listening to today's episode. This is DVJ and Michelle, and you've been listening to the Cold World Podcast. And if you like what you're hearing, spread the word. Show us some love. Let people know. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, do something good for somebody and always remain teachable. And until the next episode, peace.